Hey guys, how you doing? I was just sitting here trying to make my introductory video, and damned if it wasn't a pain. I'll tell you, man. The pressure of making a perfect introductory video for newcomers to understand what it is I do here on my channel, it was pretty tough. I did a few different takes. They all sucked. I'm gonna cobble something together and post it as my introduction to the channel. I'll probably end up changing it after a while though, because boy, oh god. Anyway, I thought I'd throw up a quick video. It's been a couple weeks since I had anything new on here, so I don't know. What's today? Today's Tuesday, so I guess I could post this as a Homebrew Wednesday video. Although I'm not drinking homebrew, I have an Innis & Gunn rum cask ale. This is beer aged in rum barrels. It's a Scottish beer. It says 7.4% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I'm drinking out of the bottle. I know. I had a bunch of these in the cup already. I know what it smells like. I know what it tastes like. So, yeah, a little sacrilegious, I understand. It's a pretty decent beer. Pretty sweet, and you get the rum, and you get the oak. I was a little worried about the clear bottles, but I don't perceive any skunking, so no big deal, right? Although I do have to say, I'm not saving these bottles for my own homebrew. I know, if I just stick them in a case and don't let the light get to it, it'll be fine, but I don't really want to take the chance, and I have a lot of bottles, so I'm just chucking these, recycling, rather than keeping them for my own homebrew. It is what it is. So, I thought I'd take a little change of pace today. I'm going to talk a little about the homebrew stuff, but I also have some cool announcements regarding my horror writing. And I know, those of you who've been watching my videos for a while probably have a pretty good idea that I'm a horror writer. First, I just recently finished reading my novel and posted a really cool review for it, which I thank you very much, Percy, for doing. With the homebrew stuff, I am planning to finally brew my Scottish ale, hopefully this week. I'm thinking Thursday might be a good day. I keep watching the weather. It's been raining a lot, so I just keep putting it off. My dry Irish stout was finished on Monday, 3 weeks of aging on Monday, and I tasted it, and it was pretty damn good. My plan at the moment is to drink it again the day that I'm brewing the Scottish ale, and I'll videotape that and I'll post it so you guys can get a look at it and get my general impression. But from my first taste, I think it came pretty good. So, horror writing. I have a couple things in the works right now. After a really long sort of dry period where I was not writing all that much, mainly because I was working, I just didn't have a lot of time. I have a few things happening at the moment. I have 2 stories that are going to be coming out in 2 different anthologies, and I'm not entirely sure of the dates that those are coming out, but one is a shared world anthology called Madhouse. It's really cool. All the stories kind of integrated together, written by different authors, but all integrated into this one overarching plot line, which is really interesting. Can't really say too much more about that at the moment because it's not really, it's not ready to come out yet. But that's being published in print, I believe, as well as maybe ebook. And I have another story that I co-wrote with Monique Snyman, and that's coming out in an anthology entitled Roms, Bombs, and Roms, Bombs, and Zombs. There you go. I knew I'd remember. The next 2 projects are kind of up in the air in a sense because no contracts were signed yet, and I'm not entirely, I don't really like to talk about stuff that I haven't signed contracts for yet and that are still being produced and being worked on. But there is another anthology that's going to be an audiobook. It'll have one of my stories, and then there are 5 other authors, and they'll all each have a story or 2 in the collection. There's no title for that yet, and the publishing date is kind of up in the air as well, but I was told possibly by the end of July. I don't want to really announce the name of the company or anything like that because I'm not entirely sure that it's okay to do so yet. But for that same company, I'm currently writing a novella, which would also be published as an audiobook. Novella itself is not doesn't have a title yet, and again, I don't want to really talk too much about that, but I'm getting towards the end of the first draft of that, and if everything works out, if the publisher does in fact like the novella and still wishes to publish it, we'll move forward, and probably by the end of the summer, I'm thinking, have a audiobook novella that's published. So those are my 4 big projects, 3 of which are pretty much completed and just like on the publisher side being worked on, editing and producing and whatnot, and the one project, novella, being written currently by me for future editing and possibly publication. That's all of my writing information for the moment. There's nothing new that I'm trying to sell to you, so no worries there. Although if you'd like to buy my novel, which is in print and ebook, Soundtrack to the End of the World, you could always hit my website up, www.anthonyjrapino.com. There are links to the Amazon page and to the publisher page for all the stuff that I have available for purchase. There's also a short story collection, Welcome to Moon Hill, available on Amazon as an ebook. If you wanted to buy that, by all means. But if you go to my website, you'll also notice that the last thing I had published is free to listen to. It's a audio story called Morning Espresso at the Church of Me. That's on drabblecast.org. There's a direct link to the story. It's the second story out of 3 of that particular day's or week's audio magazine. So you'll be able to find that in there. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. To all of you out there in Homebrew Land, happy Homebrew Wednesday. To all of my writerly friends that are possibly watching, happy horror, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.